So welcome back, guys, to another video. And I know the title, some of you guys are kind of raising some eyebrows about it, and I didn't sell my collection. I'm actually at my girlfriend's house right now. That's why I'm not behind my games, and I have a really bad shadow behind me. But yeah, I am no longer collecting. I'm no longer collecting when it comes to cart-based media. I'm sticking to optical media. And the reason why is because, you know, I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking about this really hard for the past year or so. You know, I've been a part of the retro community now for about 10 years. And I started doing videos about 4 years ago. And I've seen the market, how it's changed. And a lot of people are, you know, wondering, hey, when's the bubble going to drop? When are games going to be affordable again? Because the retro market is now more popular than ever, and I'll be honest, I don't think it's ever going to stop, no time soon anyway. And I've always been more of a gamer than a collector. The reason why I have the collection that I have is because I just never got rid of anything. I was buying Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis games when the PS2 was out, and people were wondering, why are you buying this old technology? And to be honest, a game's a game, so I've always just loved playing video games, and I've just been thinking about it. I've been playing more emulation, and I got this recently. This right here, it's not just Dracula X, it's also a Raspberry Pi Zero. I mean, with this, I can play NES, Super NES, Sega Genesis, Game Gear. I mean, I can play so much stuff with this, and the convenience of it. I can take it over to my girlfriend's house, hook it up to the TV, and play retro games. I don't have to worry about taking a bunch of carts with me or consoles to another person's house and have a retro gaming party. I can just play it all with the convenience of the Raspberry Pi. So I've kind of been changing a little bit of the way I game. I'm always going to game, but I've never looked at myself as a collector. I'm not trying to have a museum, you know, and I know some people, that's what they love. They love to go out there and they love to have a shelf full of cartridges. They love to have sealed games. They like having their own personal museum, and to be honest, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's just not me. It hasn't been me from the get-go. The whole reason why I started my channel wasn't because I wanted to show off what I had. I wanted to share my passion, and so the state of my channel, it's not going to change. And you know, I'm still going to be getting retro games if I find a really good deal. If someone messages me and says, hey, I have a stack full of Sega Master System games, I'm not going to turn it down. I'm going to get some Sega Master System games. I love that console, but I'm no longer going out of my way to find retro games anymore. I still have a pickups video that's coming up very soon, and a lot of those are reproductions. I'll be honest, a lot of games I've been getting that have been retro have been reproductions because, again, I'm not a big fan of these artificial inflated prices that in the long run, they don't go to the companies anyway. I mean, some of the companies are not even around anymore. They're going to, you know, Billy or Phil or whoever is at the flea market. It's going in their pocket. And to be honest, these NES and Super NES games are not worth $40 to $50 in my opinion. I don't feel like paying full brand new game prices, which I'm already not a big fan of, over games that I've been playing for the past 30 years, you know. So I'm no longer collecting cart-based media. I'm going to stick to optical media. You know, I still want to get stuff for the Sega Saturn because it's hard to emulate. You know, Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, the OG Xbox is a fantastic console to collect for. Also, PS3 and the Xbox 360, those games are pretty much being given away. And of course, the Wii. For now, the Wii's kind of easy to come by, but give it a couple more months and it's going to be drying up. I mean, because it's starting to already become popular. So it always changes, you know. The collecting aspect of what's hot and what's not always changes, and I've seen it all. And to be honest, what I see right now is not the same community I saw 10 years ago. And I mean, it's not a bad thing. Things evolve, things change. But I'm no longer in the game, no pun intended, when it comes to that. I mean, I'm not going to go on my way looking for NES games or Super NES games. I have the Raspberry Pi, I have my laptop, I have my cell phone. I mean, you guys saw my review, but I carry this around with me. I carry my little 8-bit do Bluetooth controller, and I just play games off my cell phone, you know, and it's always been about the games more than the value. Because like I said, there comes a time that, you know, these games aren't going to be around anymore, and I think emulation is definitely the future when it comes to capturing retro gaming, you know, especially with people, you know, making jewelry out of NES controllers, and oh gosh, just the scalping and the whole thing. People buy retro games because it's cool, it's trendy. It is, and a lot of it is because of us YouTubers. We've made it popular, you know, and it is what it is. But with that being said, I still love video games. I'm still going to do pickup videos. I'll probably focus a little bit more on, like I said, on optical media, maybe a cartridge every once in a while, a lot of modern games. That's another thing. If you guys remember our game room tour, I don't have that much room. So I want to have more room in my games room for modern games, because I mean the PlayStation 4 has so many great games, and the Switch is coming out. I want to get that. So I want to have room for that stuff, and instead of just paying out the wazoo for a Nintendo cartridge. I don't want Coloring with Dinosaurs. I don't want that game. I don't want Little Samson. I just want to play games I enjoy playing, and that's something that's something I will say. If you are collecting, buy what you want to play. Don't just buy it because it's like the flavor, you know, some other YouTuber talked about, and you're like, oh, I gotta get this. So yeah, that's my little update video on my collecting. I've stopped my collecting to some degree. I'm not collecting like I used to, and who knows, maybe years from now, when things get more affordable, I'll go out there and buy it. But as of now, I don't see it. I don't see myself going back. Not anytime soon. That's just the way it is. Anyway, guys, I want to hear your thoughts about this. Leave a comment below. Have you changed your collecting aspect in the past couple of years because of the retro boom? I'd love to hear from your thoughts, guys, and hear what you have to say. And like, I will have a pickups video coming up very soon, and it's going to have some cartridges. Like I said, the reproductions. I don't care, you know. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And as always, happy gaming.
Can't get enough of Excess Gaming Podcast? Be sure to check out our audio podcast on podomag.com. You can also subscribe to us on iTunes. And if you have a YouTube channel or podcast you'd like to share, be sure to check us out on Facebook on our group page and join the community. As always, guys, thank you so much for all the support, and happy gaming.